Republicans like Senator Lindsey Graham agree Iran cannot be allowed to attack a U.S. aircraft without paying a price. Secretary of State Pompeo is expected to visit Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates to discuss what the U.S. should do next. Vlad, Anne-Marie.
All right, David, thank you. All right, let's turn now to Face the Nation moderator and senior foreign affairs correspondent, Margaret Brennan. She's joining us now from Washington. So, Margaret, at this point, what do we know about sort of the decision-making that first allowed the president to approve of these strikes and then call them off?
Well, we were positioned last night, the U.S. military, to carry out this limited strike on Iran. As David Martin has been reporting, it was literally within an hour of the strike. The president did have an 11th hour change of heart. Now, we don't know all the factors in terms of what was going on in his mind to back down from this, but one factor that is pointed to by multiple sources I've talked to is the fact that U.S. allies were staunchly opposed to military action and really want to see a diplomatic resolution to this. Now, when I say allies, I mean mainly those who are part of that international deal to keep Iran's nuclear program frozen, the European powers. Remember, Russia and China are also part of that deal, and all of those parties are trying to keep Iran from restarting its nuclear program, which it has threatened to do, and in fact say that next Thursday, June 27th, Iran will breach a key level of stockpiled enriched uranium. So a strike would have made it more politically difficult for our allies to get Iran to back down.
So, Margaret, I guess another question that I think a lot of people are going to have when it comes to this decision-making process is, so the president decides that because of the pressure from the allies, that perhaps this is not the best course. What are our allies saying about that in terms of the fact that the president has carried out airstrikes in the past? We've seen him take on Bashar al-Assad's regime when they attack civilians with chemical weapons. But in this case, no American lives have been lost. So I guess perhaps I'm trying to understand what the allies are suggesting, because there's been some reporting out there that Iran is using this as a tool to bring the United States into line, if you can somehow do that. I mean, we're a superpower and they are not. But
there is concern among U.S. allies. Again, I don't know all of the factors President Trump was weighing here, but allies and some of those military advisors to the president have cautioned that even if it is a kind of limited strike in Iran, similar to what you saw in Syria, that it could set off a chain of events that could eventually escalate into more of a
That's my racing buddy on the right. That's the LSX 376 B15.
An international principle, international law in terms of the use of chemical weapons. In the case of Iran, there is still this dispute back and forth over exactly what happened with the drone. There is no questioning of the U.S. intelligence regarding what happened to those vessels and the mine attack there. All the U.S. allies have agreed.
That's going to be a terrible time. I spun the shit out of my tires. These tires are getting low on tread, and I need to get new ones.
Something that happened by mistake, it wasn't intentional, and I'm wondering if this approving of the missile strike and then calling it off at the last second may also
you hear that car running in front?
A way for the administration to send a message to Iran to say, you know, we're ready, we're in position, we can do this at any time, just give you fair warning.
Well, there's already a tremendous, significant, I should say, U.S. military presence in the region. I idea that walking up to the line and back will deter Iran, I think, is unclear because it seems to also fall in line with what Iran's top diplomat predicted to me when I sat down with him just a few months ago, which was he said he took President Trump at his word when he campaigned on ending costly wars and not wanting to create conflict, but that he worried that hawkish advisors were creating sort of the circumstances for conflicts to arise, intentional or otherwise. So.
Introducing the Genesis G7, North American car of the year.
Oh my God. 15.4. Yo, that reaction time got better though. The reaction time came down to 0.212. I spun the shit out of the tires, man. The car got sideways and I had to get out of it.
It's not
That's
clear
my
to me that going up to the
15.4.
line and then backing down would discourage Iranian missiles.
All right, well, we'll do better next time.